Good morning, class 8th. We were reading chapter 7 in science, and the name of this chapter is The Cell. In the previous classes, we have seen about the outer structure of cell, discovery of the cell, organization of cells in organism, a flow chart of organization in a living organism. I hope that you all have prepared this flow chart in your science copy. We have understood about the cells in an organism versus bricks in a building. Now in this class, we have to start from variety in cell, number, shape and size. So students, open page number 95 in your science book and keep a pencil with you to underline hard words. Cells in different organisms show variations in their number, shape and size. Now we are going to talk about cell numbers, unicellular and multicellular organism. Based on the number of cells, the organism may be divided into two types. First, organism consisting of a single cell. These are called unicellular. Uni means one, cellular means cell. Organism, you can see figure 7.8. For example, yeast, amoeba, bacteria, singular bacterium, paramecium and euglena are unicellular organisms. So, we have understood about the unicellular, that when the entire body of an organism is made up of one cell, such an organism is called unicellular. Like yeast, amoeba, bacterium, paramecium and euglena. The single cell in a unicellular organism performs all the necessary functions like respiration, nutrition, movement, growth and reproduction. So in such types of organism, there is only one cell which is responsible for every action that takes place inside the body, like respiration, nutrition, movement, growth and reproduction and other important functions. Now going to read about the multicellular organism consisting of more than one cell. These are called multicellular. Multi means many, cellular means cell, organism. You can see figure 7.9. Larger living things are made of millions or trillions of cells. For example, all large organisms like cat, dog, fish, frog, elephant, human being, mango, tree, sunflower, plants and so on are multicellular organisms. So, when the entire body of an organism is made up of more than one cell, then such an organism is called multicellular. Different organs which are made up of more than one cell are responsible for various necessary functions in the body. Different organs perform various necessary functions in the body. Okay. Now about cell shapes. Cells occur in different shapes and these shapes are related to their specific functions. Specific means important or special functions. Underline this word. See figure 7.8, 7.10, 7.8, 7.10 and 7.11. You can notice the variety in the shapes of cells. Cells may be of the following shapes. First, irregular as amoeba and white blood cell. Here you can see white blood cell and the structure of amoeba. They have irregular structure. Second, round or spherical as the eggshell. Here you can see eggshell. Third, spindle shaped, long and pointed at the two ends as the muscle cell. Here you can see muscle cell, which is thick in the middle and thin in the both sides. Fourth, elongated, thin and branched as the nerve cell. Here you can see nerve cells. This cell is elongated, branched. Now fifth, kidney or bean shaped as the guard cell. You can take an example of kidney too. Sixth, long and rectangular as the mesophyll cell in the leaf. The figure of mesophyll cell is not given here, so you have to draw figure of mesophyll cell which shows rectangular structure in a rough copy, and you have to send it in your group. Now last, discoid means plate-like structure, rounded or disc shaped as the red blood cells. Here you can see the figure of red blood cells. The shape of a cell helps in its function. The table given on the next page gives some examples. So in the next class we will see that table. So that's all for today, students. Thank you, class.